And I'm Joey Lin. This announcement comes after searches by foot, horseback, and ATV, and all of these searches have come up empty. The decision to approve or deny the vote on Rapid City Area School District's proposed multi-million-dollar bond is quickly approaching. The school board set a special election for the bond decision for February 25th. Instead of waiting for the June primary or the November general election, the school board president says if they can get approval now, they can lock in a low bond rate. He says right now the rates are at historic lows, and if they were to wait until November, they run the risk of major increases. According to their accounting, a rate increase of 0.25% could cost the taxpayers more than $600,000 a year in bond repayment. He also says he wants voters to be able to focus on this issue and not have to worry about everything else on a June or November ballot.
November elections are tough, and it's hard for me just to get up to speed on all the different referendums and initiatives. So I can't imagine any of the other voters are having an easier time than I do.
On the other hand, November elections bring significantly larger voter turnouts than special elections. The U.S. Forest Service wants your opinion on a new drilling project in the Black Hills. Minnesota-based F3 Gold holds valid exploratory drilling rights to an area just north of Silver City. The plan would see the company drill roughly 40 pilot holes in search of gold. They will be responsible for refilling those holes after they extract a core sample. Before all that takes place, the Forest Service will take public comments on the plan. The first opportunity to sit for next Thursday from 5 to 7 at the Mystic Ranger District Office.
It certainly is a topic that folks will be very interested in and will have comments on, and I think it's important to understand what this specific project right now is just exploratory drilling. It's not a mining proposal right now. It is a exploration project.
Google says the approval process will take almost a year. No drilling is expected to take place before December. Today, at a National Forest Advisory Board meeting, there was discussion about maintaining trails for motorized vehicles. Motorized trails in the Black Hills are popular recreation spots, but there is some concern about maintaining them. This past spring was very wet, and National Forest officials say there was a lot of damage to the trails because of the moisture, and people driving on them creates ruts. A committee was assigned to come up with more rules for motorized trails, and they come up with 24 points that aim to address more regulation.
They're talking about trying to get more in law enforcement, trying to get more information out to the public when they buy a permit, possibly having to have them go through a little informative program and pass a test so they know what the rules are, having more signage out in the forest to keep them informed of what the rules are and how to protect their interests in the National Forest.
Burns says the season opened fairly early this year, and there was some discussion about opening the season later the year to ensure the trails are dry so motorists, especially out-of-state travelers, can still use the trails. If you drive around Rapid City, you can spot the abandoned buildings waiting for a business to claim them as home. But Elevate Rapid City is on a path to start changing that. Our Alexis Davila finds out what are the main factors affecting the business here and what are the plans to get more businesses up and running. And the Newell girls basketball team is off to a strong start to its season. Those stories and more when we come back with sports on the 6th. This has been a good and profitable week for Karen Hart of Philip.
That's because she bought a Lucky for Life lottery ticket for last Thursday's drawing and came away with the game's second prize. And that second prize will pay her $25,000 a year for the rest of her life. A release from the South Dakota Lottery says Hart went to Coyle's Super Value in Philip to pick up some things for her grandkids to eat, decided to get some lottery tickets too. She said Leclerc told her this is a winner when she slid the ticket across the counter. Hart said she stopped cooking breakfast when she found out she had the winner, and the commotion caused her husband Doug to burn the hash. She decided to take the yearly payments instead of the $390,000 one-time cash option. So if you won the big prize, would you keep working?
Probably I would still work. How about you?
I probably would have to, because if I stayed home all the time, I would drive my wife nuts. She would insist I go somewhere other than home.
Probably.
That's the bottom line. But we go on a good vacation, that's for sure. That'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tonight at 9.